Did you really think you could just walk off with that? So many people out there. I thought we were alone. There was an old colony ship that sailed across the oceans of Earth from a country called England to settle on a new continent. Such a beautiful world this is. And I can spend my evenings chatting with tourists and learning all about the settled systems. Thus he constructed this colony ship to settle what seemed like the most habitable planet we could find, knowing full well it would take generations to reach. There was a time when I thought my sister was the lucky one, running the hydroponics farms and being responsible for feeding everyone on board. Though I was assigned the chief historian role while on board, we felt it was important to continue it now. It's okay. I don't mind you asking. I'm actually proud of my choice. It's a great honor to give up one's ability to have a family so that others may. You know where to find me if you ever want to know more. I'm Julia, the Constance chief historian. It's nice to meet you on this momentous occasion. We try to have group sessions some evenings where we read old Earth literature, watch old films, listen to music, and the like. We suspected that we may have been the only ones to leave Earth, given that no one else seemed to have the same idea. I'm glad we appear to be wrong. I do. But sometimes it's frustrating to convince some people that my job is important, since it's not directly related to our continued survival. What do you think you're doing? Ironically enough, that ship also reached what they thought was new land, and found it populated when they arrived. If you said something, I must have missed it. I made my choice long ago to give others the chance to have a larger family should they wish. Though, I suppose I don't need to worry about that now. Maybe it's time to consider it. Put that back! Of course, I'm still learning as well, so it has been interesting. Help! Murder! I'm so glad you were able to get in touch with my sister and let me know she's doing well. There's a lot for us to catch up on. Scientific advancements, social studies, even pop culture. Geography is different now that there are so many planets. I was looking forward to settling down, maybe having a family. Soon enough, I suppose. I hope you'll come back. There's so much to learn. It can seem a little overwhelming at times, but we're getting there. Goodbye. As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know? I do. But sometimes it's frustrating to convince some people that my job is important, since it's not directly related to our continued survival. Help! Someone's being attacked! Pickpocket! Stop! Hello there. Given that I don't know you, you must be this visitor I've been hearing so much about. Generations ago, it used to be lawkeeper of humanity, but that seemed a bit too lofty. I'll take that, thank you. I run the educational programs aboard the ship for all the children and any adults who are looking to learn about Earth history. Someone do something! Another time, then? We'll see. We have a lot of movies to get through, but maybe during our next group choice time. If you can convince the other children. Teaching will always be a part of my life. What do you think you're doing? We're the descendants of wealthy elites, intellectuals, artists, scientists, and others who left Earth in 2040 to spread humanity to the stars. But that rarely happens. Knowing how miserable she was with our situation, yes. Some part of me wishes she toughed it out and got used to it, but I know that never would have worked. What are you doing? Would have been longer, but it turns out we have an ace navigator who saved us some time with some tricky maneuvers. I was just thinking of all the knowledge we can share between us and the other Earth survivors. Oh my gosh, really? I didn't know if I'd ever hear from her again. There was a time where I thought my sister was the lucky one, running the hydroponics farm and being responsible for feeding everyone on board. I'm Julia. I was the Constance chief historian. I can wait. Sure. What is it? I'm happy for the children, that they will know we are not alone out here. Thanks for saying so. Yup, he sure is. But I grew to like my work. And working with children is nice. Especially since I'll never have any of my own. Oh. Well, there wasn't enough room on board when our ancestors left Earth. We only had room for people. Not much different than the previous history I was teaching. There's just a lot more of it now. Of course. Everyone was assigned their roles here. We don't choose our roles, since there are only so many of us, and every job is critical. This was the right decision for her, and I'm glad you were able to help her.
And I wish we could spend more time coming up with the new works of art rather than dwelling on the past so much.
Thank you so much for bringing that to me. I can't say it enough. It was wonderful hearing from her again. No, I'm happy here. I still feel a sense of duty towards the other colonists, or whatever we're considered nowadays. Let's see what she has to say. There's a lot to learn about. I'm even teaching some of the adults. Oh my God! Hey! Give that back! Maybe. We don't know yet for sure. But if there are, they probably look a lot different than the animals we studied. Someone help me! Hey! Give that back! We historians are charged with keeping Earth culture alive so that we never forget where we came from. The thinking was that Earth's days were numbered for a variety of reasons. Our finder, Rupert Brackenridge, had the foresight to plan for the worst. There's more to it than that. Officially, I'm assigned to the role of chief historian. While I still can't leave, I'm hopeful she'll come visit me. I'm sure we'll continue to send messages back and forth so we can stay in touch. I'm still teaching the children, although now the focus is shifting towards including the history of everything that has happened outside of our colony ship in the time since we left. Well, we launched Tuesday, September 27th, 2140, so about 190 years now. Anyway, I still like my work, and working with children is nice, especially since I'm not sure I'll ever have children of my own. Someone has to prove themselves either exceptionally bad at their job or exceptionally good at another in order to be moved. If you ask around, people will either tell you my job is absolutely critical to the mission, or I just hang out, read, and watch movies. Hey, that isn't yours! I trust Captain Breckenridge to make the right decisions for us, even if it means it will take us longer to find a new home. Help! I'm being attacked! Don't try that again. Certainly. I don't see why not. It was called either the Susan or Sarah constant. No one seems to know for sure. So ours was shortened to just Constant. As you can imagine, a population limit is a necessity on board a colony ship. ECS stands for Earth Colony Ship. We wanted a fairly inclusive name to represent the planet, and not a particular nation of origin. While I still can't leave, I'm hopeful she'll come visit me. I'm sure we'll continue to send messages back and forth so we can stay in touch. Anyway, I think you still have some more school work to do. Thank you so much for bringing that to me. I can't say it enough. It was wonderful hearing from her again. So yes, I hang out with children and watch movies, but it's more involved than that. And then maybe we can watch one of the sequels some other time. Oh, that's wonderful! I'm so happy for her. I'll have to find a way to go see her sometime. Thank you so much for coming all this way to deliver it. Ha! You must have been speaking with my sister. What were we saying? Thank you again for helping us find our new home. That's mine. Give it back. Well, I was worried about her. None of us have ever left our people before for obvious reasons, but hearing that she's safe and happy makes me glad for her. Hello there. Oh, pardon me. I've heard about you and what you did for us. It's such a pleasure to finally meet you. While I don't think my job is as important as captain, engineering officer, or cultivation manager, it's still vital to our mission.